start in a couple of seconds. Anything you guys need to say?
Gaming.
Gaming. Alright, well, I guess when... So, I don't know how to start this. So, I guess we'll...
Get the show on the road.
Yeah, we'll say unpause, and then we'll do a countdown, and then I'll leave you with two hopefully better than me commentators, because I'm being awful today, apparently. Mortis and JP will be taking over.
Whoa.
Awesome. So, if you guys unpause, I'll start the countdown.
I'm going to unpause on 1. You do 3, 2, 1, go, right?
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go, and then go on, go. So, if you're ready, 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, good luck to both of you.
Geos.
Alright. Looks like on the stream, TJ's a second or two ahead. But that should be fine. Let's see if anyone goes for pipe skip. I was talking about this with Headstrong. Oh, TJ does go for it. Does the low one and dies. Piggle waits for the higher one and gets it. Yeah, the low one sucks. That's exactly what I was going to say.
I am still here, by the way.
Oh, wait, you two are still here?
I'm still here. I don't think Piggle.
Someone got
you are. Someone was supposed to move you. I'll move you. Hold on. If I can. I don't think I have the rights to. Oh boy. Rosa? Thank you, Rosa.
Bad. Professional stream.
Professional stream. Alright.
I've also lost the cropping job on TJ. I'm fixing that.
Mortis, just in case, you're muted. Just wanted to be clear that up. Oh, yeah, both of them taking a death in Escape. Both of them now with a slide. Alright, that's a good Zoomer spawn. Well, it's decent enough. I don't think TJ has any. Just gonna have to look around for one.
Okay, now I'm back.
Oh, welcome back, Mortis. Alright, this is the first of many death walks. Yeah, for me it's been really interesting. I used to run this game myself like years ago, and there's a lot of new stuff since. So it's been nice for me personally, just watching lots of different people play, which is also why it's nice to commentate now. There's actually quite a few things that have been changing over the years.
Actually only like seen most of it. Haven't run it myself yet, but I'm definitely planning on also running it.
Yeah, it's fun. I would recommend it.
Definitely looks fun.
I will say though, as a racing game, like to race against other people, this game is easily the most brutal out of the Jack series. There's so little checkpoints. Obviously there's the hard locks and stuff, but that's not even it. This game's just very brutal if you make any mistake.
Yeah.
Compared to Jack 1 and 3. Oh, it's a little bit of a rough start here. Right, gets Mars Tomb Skip. Yeah, gets the fast death as well. You can get a fast death or a slow death there, depending on what death plane you hit. Yeah, alright, and TJ just go for the all the way, where you just go for the door itself. And you don't risk not getting it at all. But it is a bit slower.
Definitely the safer way.
Yeah. Oh, I like the way TJ goes up to the pillar there, like rolling diagonally forward. Right, let's see if both people go for the newer way of doing Monster Skip, where you get a vulnerability shoe. Okay, Piggle's going for it, looks like. Gets it.
Nice.
And this puts you in a weird state where you have invulnerability 1, which you get as soon as you do that drop on the ground. You take damage on purpose. And if you do that, and you do this thing where you jump here as soon as the spider attacks, yeah, that was really awkward luck. The spider's lined up, so he needs the third spider, I guess, here now. And there you go, and then you just transform to Jack for whatever reason. The game gets confused. You know how it is. And now you have invulnerability 2, and that makes basically you invulnerability to like everything.
Alright, TJ is not going for it. And he died.
And he died, yeah.
That is
Pickle got it cleanly. Basically how it's supposed to look. This is definitely one of the biggest new things that's been going on in Jack 2. Oh, little swag over there. Gets the hoverboard diagonally. Doesn't go for the faster hover there, which I think makes a lot of sense for a race.
Yeah.
I did go for it, I actually also filled it, so... Yeah, TJ is going for the old route, where you just skip to the boulder room. And do the Dexter cutscene, the Dexter stuff normally. What? That barely doesn't make it, yeah.
Ah, that's unlucky.
That's unfortunate. I mean, the phrase is a meme at this point. Just looking at the chat. I mean, does anyone know why you turned back into Jack? Because that still puzzles me. It looks so weird to me. It's like it was made for the speedrun skip to be possible. Yeah, it'd be really convenient if you could turn from Daxter into Jack here. What if we just jump by getting attacked by a spider in the corner and make us do that to us? Like, huh? Ah, yeah. I'm not sure what's going wrong. I think he's spinning a bit too early, TJ. So like he hits the wall and then like gets pushed out.
Yeah.
He keeps going for it though. And so you have Praxis goes for Piggle. What you want to is you want to hit 4 of them and then hit the 5th one as they're on fire. Because if you hit them 4 times, that ends the one phase because you've done enough damage. While the other bombs start exploding. But if you're close enough to a 5th bomb, you can get an extra hit in. And you want to have gotten the extra hit in by the end of the 2nd phase. And even though the health bar only shows like it's on 2-4 bars now, he has taken additional damage. So as soon as the first bomb hits now, you'll see that it looks like it does more damage. But that's the, I guess, carryover damage from before.
Ah, TJ finally got it there.
Yep. Good to see. Ooh, that's kind of awkward luck. Yeah. Decides to just chug one bomb away for unknown reasons. Yeah, I guess this spawn in the corner is really nice. There is a good amount of RNG here, but people got a pretty decent praxis. Most of his time loss was really just from escape. Other than that, Piggle's been playing pretty well. Oh, that might be an awkward angle. Oh no, TJ! Oh, wait, is he alive? He's alive somehow. Where is the death plane of the spider?
I was about to say. haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah. Right. And now we have the jet board, so we can hover and stuff and have fun. Like this hover. You can actually carry that further if you have a bit of a better angle. Because jetboarding here is very awkward. Like those lights, they have like a solid thing on top of them, and it makes it very annoying to drive around. I guess TJ goes a bit for a combination strat where you do hover into that spot, you just do it from closer by. Ooh, he did bonk a little bit, yeah, he's taking it back. Yeah, this is kind of what I meant by the game being really rough to race.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously you could judge this already from the fact that Piggle has a 57 and TJ has a 120. But you can see that even if you just can't get left tomb skip like once or twice, then you're already like behind by easily 2 minutes more.
The other thing is there's like already the next, I would say, Mohra mission after Mars Tomb, which is Rescue Friends. What? No way. Is it called Rescue Friends? It is, right?
Yes, it is.
And yeah, I mean the hover there in the beginning is like, yeah, sometimes kind of a struggle, I would say.
Yeah, there's many different strats for it. What Piggle does is more or less the optimal one, where you just line up the line straight and you drop down, you can easily just start side flipping.
Yeah.
There's also strats where like you bounce off the left and stuff. There's many different lineups for it. But even if you do it right, you can just get sniped by guards in midair and stuff. It's fairly rare to happen, but you can just get screwed over. Luckily, we're not doing hoverless. And then you just have to do the mission pretty much casually, and it's awful.
Yeah.
I think most people would agree that it's easily one of the hardest missions in the game. Mostly because of that first room. Yeah, that's good to note, Robin. Like, I've learned like all the new stuff personally. I used to run this game 4 years ago, but I didn't actually have an idea of how new some of the stuff is. Like some of the stuff that's new to me might be like a week old or like 3 years old, but it's all just new stuff to me. But I do think it's good to point out that not necessarily everyone might go for the new left tomb, because I do think it's fairly new. I think it's a couple months old. Alright, Mortis, I'll be right back. I'll need to do something in for a minute.
Alright. I will try my best to talk a bit about it. More about the game and what is happening. So, yeah, Piggle is doing... I kind of forgot what the mission is called again. That's unlucky. But yeah, I remember this mission being kind of pain. And I also saw like people also, oh yeah, right, sewer escort. Thanks y'all. And I also saw like sometimes people actually hard looking there. Which if I remember correctly, is kind of rare, but like still.
I'm back. What did you say is rare?
Back. Hard looking in sewer escort.
Yeah, it's pretty rare. It's happened to me once.
If I remember that correctly, actually, when I had a casual playthrough of it, I hard locked there for some reason.
The big thing in sewers is what you see Pickle doing now is you have to kind of wait a long time on the right here. Even when the enemies appear, you need to chill for a little bit. Because if you just go right at it, the mission will fail. Which is why you kind of have to take it slow here.
Yeah, it's because like the people are like too far behind, I guess.
Yeah, and the game considers you to have lost if you're too far away from Jinx and the others. Oh, what are their names?
Gotcha.
The others also have names, I forgot them.
I only know that one of them is called Monk.
Yeah, Mog. I think the big guy is Mog.
I gotta figure out what I called him.
Mog and Grim, yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, Marv? I know one of them's Mog for sure. That one's right. It's the other guy. Yeah, that's Jinx. Thank you, Pickle.
Yeah, perfect.
Here, ammo management is really important. You need 3 hits to kill the guy with the blue gun. You kind of want to keep using it for as long as possible because yellow ammo is really important for bomb bots. If you don't want to lose time on it.
Yeah. Like, isn't the blue weapon like the weakest?
It is the weakest, yeah. But it's also like kind of a machine gun, right? Like it shoots really fast. And I guess that just spraying and praying with the yellow gun would be better at sewers, but you need the ammo for bomb bots because doing bomb bots with the blue gun isn't really efficient, and you only have so much ammo.
Yeah.
So it just ends up being more efficient to use the blue gun here. Yeah, I didn't think I saw Pickle use any yellow ammo, so he should be fine on that. He probably has like 110 or so, which is fine. As long as you, like, the number of people usually say is around 90. If you have more than 90 ammo, you're good to go full bomb bots.
Actually, what are the next more like hardest missions that are upcoming? Probably...
I would say class 2. It depends if you do lap skips. I expect Piggle to do the lap skips with the easier version. I don't know if TJ will go for them. But I guess, yeah, class 2 isn't really hard if you do the easy skips. If you do the hard skips, which you shouldn't really do anymore.
Yeah.
But then the hardest mission coming up. After that, yeah, I guess the early part of the mid-game here. This is about the easiest part of the run, I would say. Most of the missions here, like bomb bots, class 2, you're kind of chilling, I want to say. Peacemaker is not too bad either.
Oh yeah, arrow race. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I guess arrow race is the first bad one, after Peacemaker. But until then, you're kind of chilling.
Yeah.
There's nothing too major that can go wrong in these missions. Because you don't really die or something. But not too long either.
Actually, one mission I would consider is like going to the crew fight. What is weapon factory?
Well, that's a lot later, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean just in the run in general?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess because shaft skip is a thing. But just speaking of the run in general, what would be the roughest? Personally, I think Destroy Tower is really rough because the second part, if you die there, you have to do the Drive of Shame, and especially in a race, it's very painful to have to do that. I speak from experience. And there's just so much jank that can happen there. It's definitely one of the sweatier moments. Wait, what happened to TJ? This time, restart warp. Somewhere? Wait, is that a thing? He just restart warped somewhere and ended up in front of sewers.
I gotta watch that real quick.
Yeah, I guess lurkers. I personally don't mind lurkers too much, but the end of lurkers, like the last lurker, can be annoying if the car decides to go directly over the river. Because if a lurker falls into the water, then you just lose the entire mission and you have to do it all over again. If that doesn't happen, then it's usually not too bad. But sometimes lurkers can be like really mean, they just refuse to get on. Let's see, okay, Piggle goes for this skip. It's kind of risky because like other races can do that, they can like bonk into something and you can just both explode. But yeah, like I expected, Piggle does go for the easy skips. I would recommend everyone to do this, by the way. Headstrong taught me this, and I'm so happy that she did. Because I was learning like the older ones, and they're terrible. This one is it might look difficult, but this is actually so easy.
Aren't those like actually, I wouldn't say new, but like more recent?
I don't know how new these are. English. I don't know how new these. Oh god, that's a death. You still wait, like you still entire series and bombers ahead. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Probably the newest strat in the game. I don't know how new these are, but apparently they're fairly new. I probably should look into like when strats were found for commentary next time. I have some homework to do on that.
The same here.
Because yeah, basically, like, there's everything that existed 4 years ago, and then there's new stuff. I did learn everything, but... Oh, you mean shaft skip? Recon? Yeah, that was also pretty recent, I think.
Wait, what did I want to say? Oh yeah, still kind of crazy to me how much new stuff got found in Jack 2 recently.
Yeah. Sure. TJ, he's on 1 HP. This is spooky. You really don't want to take a death here for TJ.
Let's hope for the best.
I just did commentator curse, didn't I? About the power. Well, that's... Okay, yeah, that lineup was kind of sketch, I think, but he got it. Alright.
Alright, let's hope the best for TJ.
Yep. Yeah, he goes for the strat where you just turn the camera around and do like 3 or 4 shots every time. This is like very easy. It pretty much ensures that you're gonna stay alive. The only way you take a death this way is if like one of the guys drops straight onto you, which can happen. So I used to do this same strat when I was low HP. The downside is that it's very easy to just waste a little bit of ammo.
Yeah.
TJ goes for the red gun. I think he's fine on yellow ammo. I thought he had like 170 or something crazy. Probably because he took a death earlier. This Piggle gets the zoomer hop. He does this hover. I learned this hover literally half an hour ago. It's very easy. I would recommend it. It saves like a second and a half. Oh! Yeah, he just dropped the hover. That's unfortunate. Is that actually closer, I'm wondering? Like, is it closer to go to crew than it is to get the spawn point in front of Palace? I guess so, right? Yeah, it has to be closer.
Probably, yeah. I guess in that point, or actually...
Right, now we have arrow race coming up. Piggle's dropping some hovers, so what's going on? Wonder if he goes for ringless. I think Piggle did used to do that, don't quote me on that. But I think he did used to do them like years ago.
TJ did drop the hover there.
Yeah. I personally don't really think the offer's worth it unless you're like very confident.
Yeah.
Which is my excuse for chickening out on it. Looks like Piggle's just doing it all normal. You know what I found out yesterday? Lucas does these hops you do in Arrow Race with R1, and I just think that's so cursed.
With R1?
Yes, you can jump with R1. Because you can't put out a gun here, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand why people do that. Yes, but it is a thing. Yeah, there you go. Recon also uses R1. I think it's the most cursed thing. Why would you do it with R1? You do it with L1 the entire game, but in like the 3 missions you can use R1. You guys use R1.
Apparently everyone's using R1.
Yeah, everyone's using R1 apparently. I'm in a minority here. But yeah, that is a thing. I didn't know this until very recently. It's kind of like how some people use R1 to... Well, okay, this is gonna stir up a lot more people, but how you can use R1 to do wall jumps in Jak 1.
Okay,
Which
I
also,
knew
like,
that.
that also like blew my mind at the time. You can tap R1 faster. But, I mean, in Jak 2, you literally have to mash L1 half the game because of hover. Like, this category is literally hover over your problems. You're not gonna have an issue mashing L1, right? Yeah, I don't know, that's just me.
The thing is,
do whatever you're comfortable with. Don't let me give you speedrunning advice.
The thing is, I didn't even know you can jump with R1 in Jak 2.
Yeah, there are people who like switch hands or like double tap. That is a thing.
Yeah, that's actually how I did it, with like switching hands.
Yeah, I've never felt like I saw TJ took a death there. What lap was he on? I didn't see that.
First.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad then. Yeah, I don't think like you need to mash too hard ever. Like the only thing I personally struggle with, and I just do it with my left index finger, is shaft skip, because you do need to hover pretty quickly for that. But I feel like all the other hovers are like not too bad to do.
Yeah.
You don't need to really mash. It looks like TJ is also going for the same strat. Okay.
And gets the first one. Very nice.
Oh, okay. Goes over with the boost. It's kind of spooky.
Double tapping with both index fingers.
That sounds really awkward to me, but it's cool that there's so many different ways to do it.
Exactly. Like, if I mash hovers, then I do it with, mainly with my...
Oh, no! Okay, please stop doing it, TJ, God. He really should have died there.
That was scary.
It was... Okay, how much do you want to bet that he's gonna go for the last one?
I hope so.
I think he will. Yeah, I just mash with my left index finger. Not really put in much more thought than that into it. In the meantime, we have Piggle coming up on Protect Samos. There is also a new strat here, which I also learned about just an hour ago. Oh, TJ died.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's gonna cost him another 2 minutes.
Game suck.
Yep. Jack 2, baby. There is a new strat, as I was saying, where you turn the camera to the right and you restart warp as this platform. It's kind of like coming around the corner, around these rocks coming up. Like, yeah, he's going for it. Yeah, around here, you restart and you end up in front of Samos. I think this is like a week or two old. And this is pretty fast. Actually, wasn't Piggle the one who found this? Don't quote me on that. I need to do my research on this, but I feel like I heard of Piggle doing this. But yeah, that's like really easy. You don't even need to do the movement anymore. Whether it's like the tree in the way and stuff. But this is just a nice find.
That's actually a pretty cool strat.
Yeah.
Don't know about it until now.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I learned about it an hour ago. And apparently it saves like 5 to 6 seconds. Compared to the other movement, where like you drop down and you hover to the right to this area. The only difference of it is that now we can't do the restart at the end of this. You can't do restart mission. So you do have to do like the movement backwards, but the movement backwards is faster anyway.
Yeah.
Like it's fast enough for it to save time. If you edit everything up. Oh my, I saw that. TJ just exploded on the ceiling. That's rough. Yeah. That ramp can be annoying if you boost there. Just jack 2 things. There's like so many small things that you like hardly ever see. But every time you see them, you're like, yep, that's a thing. This game is really rough with checkpoints and stuff. That's gonna eat up a lot of time.
Any prayers for TJ? Should have said that exactly at the time he died.
No. Okay, let me look at this. Wait, where did you post this, Robin? Let me check that. Ah, I see, yeah. Ah, yeah, that does look pretty easy. You are forgiven. Oh, wait, is Piggle gonna fall off? He's like right at the edge.
Oh god.
Oh no 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 no! Oh, you made it! God, that was scary. You can actually fall off. And the scary thing about falling off is that Jack still stands there, like you're like in a weird invincible state, so you can't actually die to the death plane. You only die as soon as the platform actually hits the end.
Wow.
Alright, now comes a pretty scary part for Piggle, where you have to do 2 missions in a row while carrying the Lurker's mission. And you really can't die in either of the next 2 missions. And luckily for us, both of the missions are fairly easy to die on. Great.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh my god, TJ, please stop going for them. Oh my god. I think it's a pride thing now. Hesron told me that there is apparently movement going towards Finn, which is slightly faster, it saves like 2 seconds, doing it all on jetboard. But it's pretty precise. Which is something that's actually fairly surprising to me. There's a lot of cases in this game where taking the jetboard's actually a little bit faster if you do the perfect movement. But in general, like the Zuma movement's just really easy. You just kind of drive it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what Piggle goes for. Piggle goes for the one where you don't do any lineup and you just hold the stick at an awkward angle. The only issue with destroying eggs is that you can actually die in the cutscene because Jack just falls down. And if you fall down in the Dark Eco during the cutscene and you die, it does count for the death, and you won't carry on the Lurker's mission, and you will have to do the Drive Shame. But that didn't happen. It only really happens if you kind of mess up your angle anyway.
Yeah. And now the scariest part is coming up for Piggle.
Alright, TJ's out of Class 2. I think we're all happy about. Yeah, like Rubik said, it only really happens if the load is on the long side. Because you do need to actually like fall into it. So it's usually not an issue.
Yeah.
Pickle just goes for the spray and pray here. You can like try to snipe the first button. Kind of finicky, and it kind of depends on where the first metalhead is. And let's see how the computer room goes for Piggle. This mission can also be like very nice or very mean. Yeah, Piggle tried to hit the first one early. This is what I would recommend. It's the safest and doesn't really lose any time. If you can just hit the guys before, like just barely before they jump on you, they can't mess with you. The reason those guys are annoying is because the Titan suit has some weird auto-aiming thing. Yeah, you just saw it there, where like the Titan suit suddenly turned around because there was a metalhead that could be targeted. It's very obvious when you're actually playing, because you just like suddenly turn around out of nowhere.
It's still so weird to me that it's like, even if one is behind you, that like the Titan suit instantly turns.
Yeah, but you can kind of manipulate it, like stay a little bit, just barely out of range. You can like try to hit them early, but it's annoying. And more often than not, you do end up like having to kill one or two of them awkwardly. Yeah, this movement is also really spooky. Or yeah, like there, like when you just take damage there, you can just fall off if you're not prepared for it. Lots of stuff can go wrong here. The Piggle is doing this very well. This looks great.
He really does make it look like it's easy.
Yeah. That's really one of the scariest parts of the run for me. I think many people would agree.
I mean, I definitely would agree.
Yeah, apart from the early game, Piggle's actually on a good run. Like, he had the death in Escape, and I think he had one more death later on somewhere in the early game, I forgot where. But ever since like Class 2 or so, I feel like it's all been pretty clean. Oh yeah. And because he didn't die, he can now just start Lurkers immediately from the start, without having to drive all the way back. One thing I didn't check is to see how much ammo Piggle has. Do you know how much Peacemaker ammo he has? I didn't actually check that. Oh, those lurkers not being very nice. Yeah, this can happen. It's the lurker. There you go.
The lurker eye is so weird.
Oh my god. Okay, there he goes. Jeez.
And yeah, for the Peacemaker, I guess yes. Either almost full ammo or he has full ammo.
Oh no, TJ, what's going on? He was like getting carried by Errol. Just jack two things. Yeah, you can do those two locus. Oh, he has to do ring, he missed the ring. It's just at the end though. This isn't too rough. You only really need to you need to cross it here. Oh, is he gonna be too slow? Oh, it's gonna be close. Wait, he can like turn around and like maybe like hover in and then no. Ah, that's cursed.
Unlucky. Freak.
Check through, baby. Another big thing about lurkers is what people just did now. All the uneven lurkers, I guess, like all the second ones, you can shoot the vehicle so that the lurker pops out very close to where they have to exit, and you don't actually need to pick them up. You just need to like drive a little bit close sometimes, to, like lure them towards you, because the circle where the lurkers know that they have to just go into the exit point is actually fairly big.
Yeah. And that one that Piggle did right now.
Yeah, he missed it the first time.
Yeah.
Cost him a couple seconds. Not too bad.
But that one is actually, in my opinion, the most scary one.
Yeah, I think this one's the scariest. Yeah, like what happened to Piggle now. This is spooky. You don't want it to spin. Oh my. Okay. Jeez. That could have ended a lot worse.
Okay. Gotta correct myself. Both of those are scary.
Yeah, both of those are scary. You can do it in different ways. Like, what I do personally is the second to last one, I just keep it on my back as I shoot the last one. I just make sure to kill it early.
Yeah.
And it's not really like faster or slower, it's just personal preference really.
Red arrow race looking so far good for TJ.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. In the meantime, Piggle's coming up on class 1. Yeah, one thing about class 1, that blows my mind. Back in the day, okay, back in my day, when I ran this game like years ago, people thought it was like super crazy and hard to do the lap skips, but these are actually so free. Like, I don't care if you have a 2-hour time in Jak 2, these are actually free. And I don't understand how people didn't know that 4 years ago. It's people kind of, I guess, saw it more as like an IL thing, but they're really easy to do, like in real time as well. Pickle does it kind of in a risky way though. He doesn't even like let it bonk up. He just immediately boosts, which might be a bit risky. I don't really know. Yeah, I guess what Rubik's saying is fair. Like, if you get a bad one where you shoot a bit far left, and like you don't have a second boost, they might actually be slower.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm totally gonna curse people by saying this, but it's true though. Like, they really are. They're honestly free. Like, even if you just play the game casually, they're really not too bad to do. There's just like so many like lineups and ways that they work in. Wait, what happened?
Well, that is the chorus.
Jeez. Okay, well, at least he didn't die. Jeez.
Alright, TJ going for Ghost Hole. Okay, he's not going for Ghost Hole anymore.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Rubik's. They save about like 2 seconds every time you do them. If you do them right. I think they might honestly save a little bit more if you can consistently get the 2 boosts directly after. Because I find it personally that getting those 2 boosts can be a lot easier if you get a good one where you land just before both of them, because you can like kind of throw the back of your zoom into the second one, which is a lot easier to do when you're going slow compared to going fast. Alright, Pill gets the second zoomer hop just fine. Yeah, now it's just like Death Warp and restart Mission City. Well, things are going. Piggle's looking at like a 101, I want to say. 101, maybe 102.
I guess something around that.
Yeah. Good. Oh! Okay, that was interesting. Yeah, nowadays people go way left. This is a lot safer than the other strat that people used to do when you end up on the right side. Because it's very easy to like drop down, like get shot by a guard or something. I did that in my race with Headstrong. I just randomly grabbed the ledge somewhere and I lived, but I really shouldn't have done that. The new way people do Palace it's a lot better.
That's unlucky for TJ.
Yeah. Right, now we have Weapons Factory coming up. As with most things in your Act 2, you cannot hover over your problems. This is a really hard mission if you couldn't hover.
Yeah.
Easily one of the hardest missions in the game. But we can hover.
Luckily. Like, I remember without...
oh, to be honest, this mission
the
is really cool in hoverless.
Yeah.
I will say that. But yeah, go ahead.
Without doing the hovers and like actually doing it more casually, like insanely pain.
Yeah.
And
especially like the final bit where like the guards shoot at you from forever away and they actually hit you. Forever is not a distance, whatever.
Like for some reason, in that mission they have an aimbot.
Yeah, in that mission they can just shoot at you from really far. They're usually like stormtroopers.
Like shooting just somewhere.
Yeah, Piggle had full purple ammo. Because nowadays cruise skips just commonplace. Easy 35 seconds. Shoutouts to that Dexmod video. You know the one. You know, chap, I actually hate onions. Fun fact. I'm not picky with food at all, but I don't like onions.
Actually, the same.
I'm fine with them when they're baked, but that's about it.
Like if they are in like in food, it's not a problem. But like
Yeah, just raw onion, yeah, pass.
Like, I don't know how people actually eat them raw. Like, why?
Big fan of garlic though.
Well, that's the next thing. I also don't like garlic.
Ah. I mean, I guess it makes sense since they're kind of related to onions.
Yeah. I mean, also if it's in food, then I don't mind it.
I mean, yeah, it's not like I eat garlic raw.
Also, what was Rosa doing? I saw Mega.
What was Rosa doing?
Pulled up a different side.
I had the window as my last window clicked, so when I tried to download the new waiting file, it just opened up on the stream.
Oh.
Oh yeah, what's one tip for you? Are you watching the stream, or...?
Yeah, I'm watching the stream.
What I would recommend if you're doing commentary, I have both of the two races streams open separately. Because then you're gonna be like a couple seconds ahead, probably. And like your commentary is going to line up slightly better with what people see on screen on the actual stream.
That is actually a good call. Since I have...
If you have two monitors especially, like I have like the two individual streams on one monitor and then the actual Jack Speaker stream on my second monitor. Yeah, professional stream people.
Can't let me sit here on 3 monitors watching 3 streams.
It also allows you to actually have audio and not listen to yourself, which is nice.
That is a good call.
Right, well this is the point in the game where there's a lot of common crash spots. Like both before and after Metalhead Mash. In Underboard itself you can crash. Just before and after Defense Stadium, there's also 2 really common crashes. Like the most common crashes are all around this point in the game. Which really sucks, especially for like when you're doing races in Jak 2. But that's just kinda how it is. You can kinda prevent a lot of them by like slowing down a little bit, like doing stuff like this, like pausing and I guess praying. But other than that, like sometimes she's gonna crash. There was a really rough strat here, but oh, he just took a dive. There is a strat here where in that first part you can actually jetboard to the ends, like out of bounds, which saves a couple seconds, but it's finicky. It's one of those things that people are gonna start doing eventually, but that's for the future, I think.
Yeah.
I do think that Jak 2 can be pushed even further. There are like a couple pretty unreasonable strats that people don't yet go for much yet.
Actually, what is world record right now?
World record right now? Well, it was taken like a week or 2 ago by Uji, right? It was 54.49.
I guess at some point I could actually could get to a sub 50.
Sub 50, you think?
At a very late point.
Can people skip 5 minutes still?
I mean, I would say at a very far point. Like way later. Like maybe in 2 years, who knows?
I wonder what the community summer best is now.
That would be interesting to know.
Oh, yo? We have a raid. Thank you for the raid.
Yo, Dino.
Yo.
Man, Rubik, stop laughing at me. And just giving weird predictions.
I think we might see like sub 52, like in a couple years. Sub 50, I'm not brave enough to predict that.
I mean, I would say maybe if, in like 5 years.
Like a lot of new stuff, like a lot of new big things would have to be done. Yeah, we're doing good. I have like 4 or 5 races lined up today. This one, well, I'm not gonna lie, Piggle is kind of crushing it. TJ had a rough time the other game, especially around Class 2 race.
Yeah, right now, Piggle is 3 minutes behind PB.
Yeah, I mean, Piggle's like 20 minutes ahead at this point. I think Piggle's on pace to get like, I think like a 102, maybe a 101, somewhere around that range.
Wait, what?
Oh, yo, TJ getting the one shot.
Oh yeah.
We take those.
But yeah, I also like predict 1 or 2 for Piggle.
I'm gonna say 101.
Okay, I'm gonna say 1 or 2.
You can say that.
And I will.
Yeah, Piggle doesn't go for shaft skip, which might honestly be smart. I didn't actually see if you went for it once or not, and you just missed the jump. The bottom of that thing is actually an infinite jump ceiling. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool.
No, but that's actually that's actually cool. Ocom goals are at 52-30.
I mean, yeah, it's pointless, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
Now we just gotta find a way to stand on it.
Yeah, what if, like, you can do like a flag proxy type thing off of that? You can like fly up in the air and like both Samus's despawn the mission ends, you know? So what if? What if, man? Like that's the kind of thing you would need to get the game below 50 minutes, I feel. Just like 2 or 3 of those things.
I will search for double Samus deload.
Go for it.
What if we just drive away?
You know, if that's actually a thing, it's gonna be such a profit. It's not gonna be a thing. It's not gonna be a thing.
Just leaving them alone, going to the next mission. Oh. TJ, holy.
You live in.
This man really scares me right now. Yo, nice recon.
Oh, let's go. I like dogs, but dogs don't like me. Okay, I'll stop saying random nonsense now. I was bitten in my foot as a kid, and now like most dogs hate me. This is a true story.
Hey.
I'm trying to spice up the commentary here. Oh, interesting. Pickle does a restart warp here. Usually people do a death warp there, like in the building on the left. And I assume you land on the same spot. I guess he did that because he was in the zoomer and either forgot or didn't like the lineup. Because there were like a bunch of enemies in the way. I guess you can just restart mission then, why not? Yeah, then you just go up here. I think this is the fastest way to do this. Assuming you don't get hit. Yeah, he does this hover. This hover's really nice. You like cut over 2 really nice gaps and end up right there.
Yo, can't speak right now, help. May had the perfect call. construction site skip. Bring it back.
Yep. Didn't crash. I mean, you can also crash here at the door. It's a bit less common, I feel, but it does happen.
But a reset warp is actually a faster strat.
Oh, that's actually faster? I see. Yep. I think we've all been there, Recon. Like, hard locking all the different places is like battle scars. Like, they're just a sign of how much of a veteran you are. Oh, it's interesting way to grab that zoomer. I'm not trying to curse him. Sorry. Just like wanted to say it for the people that don't know how cursed this game is.
Yeah, you just want to get him to the 101.
Can he still get 101? I think so, right? Yeah. I think the core fight is like 35 seconds or so. So I think he should be able to.
I mean, it's best possible time.
Oh right, yeah, you're cheating.
No, I'm not.
No, he's gonna get like a 101, 20 or 30-ish.
But also the Peacemaker stacking. Pretty cool that it's also no use in the core fight.
Yeah. Different stats you can go for. It's not really necessary, and it's obviously not as important as in the crew fight, because in the crew fight you skip an entire phase with it.
Yeah.
Let's see what the actual time ends up being. It is 1 hour, 1 minute, and 23 seconds. Yeah, the one on stream is a little bit wrong, but it was a 1:01:23. GG's the Piggle.
GG's.
That's a good time for a race. Yeah, I feel like there were a couple of mistakes in the early game, but beyond that, like starting in the mid game and the late game was already clean. Especially the late game, like nothing went really majorly wrong.
Yep. Yo, Piggle got that 45-49. Let's go.
Yo.
Told you this game is gonna be around sub 50.
If you want Piggle, feel free to hop on stream. I don't know if you're talking to TJ.
I was going to say, does TJ want to finish this run? Or is he...
It's up to them. It's up to them.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't really interrupt them.
Unless someone wants to jump over there and find out or message him or something. But yeah,
I mean,
GG Piggle.
Yeah, GG the Piggle. Oh. One thing that is scary about the lap skips is that if you land straight on your nose, you can actually take damage, like a lot of damage. But that only really happens if you just like end up straight down your nose. Also, is it just me? There's no music on the race. Oh. What's Pickle doing?
Pickle, what are you doing, eh?
Jack 2 from the ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's what I meant by that, like, when you can like turn into both boosts, what TJ just did. I feel like if you can get that every time, it's very nice. Right, what? That guy is not walking on a floor.
Man, just Jesus mode.
TJ just has no music anymore. Which makes this feel like really calm and everything, but this is kind of hectic because there's a bunch of guards shooting you. And not taking too much damage here, like getting a decent zoomer is pretty annoying because of this.
Poor people in Haven City. I have to walk under the bridge.
Right, let's see, zoomer hop. Oh. Yeah, that's plenty high enough. I guess Piggle's reward for finishing early is that he gets to harass people in Haven City. And I really want the music to come back on TJ's stream. Does he just have music turned off, like in the sound options? Is that it?
Well,
Like, I feel like this just sometimes kind of happens, but
yeah.
it could also be that he just turned the sound off. I didn't really notice until now because Piggle's been ahead the whole race, but...
What the dog doing? That is the question.
Wait, there's no reflection. Hold on, if you like zoom in with R3, the reflection's just gone, right? Was that just me?
It also looked like for a brief second that the bottles are flying.
Also, I want to like point out that TJ has golded every single segment since Destroy Eggs.
Yeah, right.
Like, he's had a really rough race, especially because like Class 2, he had a bunch of that, and then the Class 2 race. He lost like 10 minutes on. But ever since, like, it's honestly, nothing has been majorly going wrong. He's been getting some decent splits. No, I don't think he's on pace for PB. He's currently like 8 minutes behind. I don't know how much time save he has. I assume he does have some, but I don't know. Thinking of it, he's at 107.40-ish right now. And his PB is a 120, and he's at crew. So, let's see. Is that still possible?
Not really sure. I don't know how much time save he has after crew.
Hold on, am I crazy? I think it's like borderline possible if you play like perfectly. Let's see. Oh.
TJ just hover, pause, and continue to hover.
As you do.
The room is... Okay, I was about to say the room is not long, but it is.
No, I think there's like 12-ish minutes, 12, 13 minutes if you play like perfectly after crew. So I think the best he can get is like a 122, 123 TJ. And that's like if he plays perfectly. Like he literally gets comp gold. So he can't PB anymore. Unless he like literally finds a sequence break. Right now.
Everything is possible. Just have to believe.
Yes, he pops a world record. when the world record's sub 1 hour. Thank you for your insight, Recon. I do like the fact that he's just continuing though. Like, I had the same thing against Headstrong. Headstrong got like a 58 or a 59, something crazy. And I sat there getting a 117.
Yeah, definitely. I forgot what I wanted to say. Freaking hell.
Yeah, Headstrong is a legend.
God, I agree on that.
But I do just like finishing it out, like talking about like what went right, maybe giving some tips, like some stuff here and there. I guess some people might not like that. Also depends on how the race is going, how you're feeling. Because like if you're sitting there and you just like failed something like 5 times, it can be frustrating. But I think especially because of that, it's good to show that you're still willing to finish.
Yeah.
That's what you're here for. To beat game fast. I did not know you could do that, Piggle. You just took the Peacemaker shot into the bunkers. Interesting. Oh, I like that strat TJ's doing. He's just kind of... Oh, what? He hit him one too many times, the phase ended, and as the phase ended, Crew got invincibility, and then he got hit by the Peacemaker shot. So he didn't actually skip anything. That is really unfortunate. I do like what he did before that though, like he just kind of kicked and punched Crew a couple times. You don't actually need to shoot him. I never thought about that. And that's one thing I really like about doing commentary for races like this. Like, I also did commentary for the Jack 3 races, I think about half a year ago. And even with runners that like have lesser PBs, like TJ has a 120 compared to Piggles, what was it? Like 5750.
Yeah.
Everyone always has like a couple of things that are unique to them. And you're like, oh, that's kind of a cool way to do that. I didn't think of this. And in this case, it's like just straight up kicking and punching Crew. I never thought about it. And it's really nice to see. You see so many more things than if you just look at the world record run, right?
Yeah. Like, it's really great to see, like, people doing different strats and, like, there's more variety to it, what people do.
Especially in these first couple races, like also the same with me against Headstrong, and I'm sure it'll be the same for a couple of the upcoming races as well. There's going to be, like, big differences in PBs. Like, people are going to be, like, ahead by 20 minutes of other people. That's going to happen a couple times initially.
Yeah.
But because of the format, that should happen less and less as the tournament goes on. Because of the Swiss format. Because basically winners get paired up against winners and losers get paired up against losers.
Yeah.
So that next time, since Pickle won this race, there's a decent chance that I go up against TJ, for example. And I got his 117 last time. And that should be a lot more of a competitive race. And the same goes for Pickle and Headstrong, who might face one another.
Yeah.
Because they can both clearly easily get like time sub 1 hour, right? Yeah, absolutely. What Recon said, like, this is a great way to just talk to people that you might otherwise not talk to. Generally, like, racing is, I think, one of the most fun things in speedrunning. You get to talk to others, you share strats, really interact with other people in the community, and just do the thing that ultimately you're here for. Just play the video game, right? Great.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm wondering how this format works out. I do think I like the format overall because, like I said, you get like more even matchups, and because everyone gets to play a lot more, which I think is a big deal. Like if it's just a double elimination tournament, then there are some people who are just only going to play 2 or 3 matches. And they're going to get crushed in them. That's just going to happen in double elimination. But here, like everyone plays the same amount of games. They just all play the. I forgot what 6 or 8 rounds. I forgot what it was. Overall.
Guess it was 6.
8, right? 8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think there's 14 people. But later on, the math might get a bit spooky, and it might be impossible to get like matchups against people so that they have the same win-loss ratio. I'm personally not actually sure how it works. Like if it's possible to face the same person twice. Like if it's possible for someone to do a race against someone they already raced earlier. I would have to ask G3 I don't know how that works. There will likely be repeat matches. Okay, so that is how it works. Because I think you can also set the program such like on to launch so that you don't have any rematches. But yeah, I personally think it's better if there are rematches.
Yeah.
But not too many. Like if you have like 1 or 2, I think that's good. Ah, okay. Thunderbolt was looking good. Didn't quite get the hover.
That's one mission I forgot earlier. Underport.
Yeah, I didn't really mention it because I feel like Underport used to be a lot harder than it is now. Because this strat, honestly, not too bad.
Yeah.
Like, this jump is a lot easier than what we used to do. Getting that to line up right is still a bit tricky. Like, I'm pretty sure that hover failed because TJ second guessed his lineup there. And like he steered to the right a little bit and then messed up his hover. But if you're good with hovers, this underport is really not much of a problem anymore. At least underport lot 1. But it usually used to be like, I would say one of the biggest wrinkle lists, but it's really not anymore.
Isn't there also like kinda higher chance for like hard blocking when doing the strat at the door?
Might be. I've never seen someone hardlock like at the start like this. I'm sure people have. It would absolutely not surprise me, but I personally haven't seen it.
I saw like multiple people actually hard blocking on the jump down.
I see.
Can hardlock
Yeah, I've hardlock on the inbounds one, Rubik. That's happened to me. I know that one's. Oh wait, by inbounds. Hold on, which one do you mean? Right, I'll take your word for it. You've definitely done this strat a lot more than I have, since I learned it like 2 days ago. But I never really had an issue with it. No one TJ's doing, right.
You hear something?
Yeah, I think TJ just has sound off. Which, I guess personal preference. I think it makes the run sound like kind of quiet. Kind of spooky. Yeah, it's not like on the streams end, it's just DJ has his sound turned off. Oh, is it there? Oh, I guess I'm deaf. Give me 120 because orbs.
Okay, I try to hear music from TJ.
I don't think it's there, I think it's between your ears.
Also didn't hear any music.
Also kind of hear it. Wait. Am I going crazy? Or is it actually there? Like we're like the.
I didn't hear anything. Oh wait, it is there. It's just really quiet.
Yeah, I think it was there. All my mind's playing tricks on me.
57 perhaps?
Yeah, Pickle cut a stream. Yeah, the music's there for sure. I hear it now. Okay. You've confirmed that Recon's not crazy. Sorry. I think Juju's gonna go for shaft again. He's gonna do it, isn't he? He absolutely is. Anyway, alright. Let's see it. Can he still make it? He made it even with the bonk. Wow. Alright. Now, he was doing a lot of like gassing here when he should be slowing down. The room wasn't loading because of it. Yeah, I think he went a bit too early. I didn't see the room load. And I think he realized this. He is English. Contemplating is the word I was looking for. Oh, there you go. Yes. Yeah, he was doing it right. He's just not staying below the door long enough. But he got it now. That's good. The death plane there, I feel like, is a little bit higher than the rest. So it's actually fairly easy to die on the zoomer there. But he didn't die, which is good. And now for the last part. This hover. Ah, he drops it. Sad. That do be unfortunate. Yeah, TJ's now looking at a time of, I want to say like 129 or so. That's what you should be expecting.
Yeah, it would also be like, I guess.
And actually, Rosa, are you here?
Yeah, I've been here.
Ah, you've been here. Could you ask the next couple of races to start getting ready?
G3's already on top of it. It's all good.
Ah, I see. I see. Because around the time TJ finishes, it should be well, it's 9 PM GST. I think it's 3 PM EST. I'm not American, so I'm not sure of that.
Guys, -5 now, so it'll be 4 PM EST coming up in the top of it.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Right, no hard lock here, please. Nice. There's so many enemies there. That's also a really common hard lock spot.
But we are almost done.
Yep. Yeah, watching this race and also seeing my own race earlier makes me realize that it's really the early game that's kind of pivotal in these races. If you get like a good time at a praxis, I want to say, that's already a huge deal. I think both in terms of time and like mentally.
Yeah.
Because that like getting the skip right saves so much time of like having to do it again and then maybe failing it a second time and then you have to do the whole Dexter chase.
The early game is definitely, I would say, the hardest. Maybe
I
also...
wouldn't necessarily say the hardest, but I think you can lose the most time in it.
Yeah, that's what I actually meant.
That's not necessarily the same thing.
I just thought them both worse.
Oh no, Samus actually died. Wow.
Oh.
That's a thing. He dropped.
TJ once again with the game, so... Understandable.
You're not a Jack 2 runner if you've not said that at least once in your life. I refuse to believe that there's a Jack 2 runner who's not said that.
Gonna be a bit quick.
Right. TJ is just abusing the Rift Rider. Big sure that the Samus will never make it back again. Why did the Rift Rider crashes, man? I thought about that. Samus is kind of on low health again. I'm a little bit spooked. Oh yeah, right. Wait, Rubik's, you're right. It did crash in the initial cutscene. So I guess it's canon that Jack kind of messed it up. Right? Because it clearly like didn't cleanly end up where it was going. Although maybe it did, because you did see like Metal Core in the initial cutscene as well. So it's hard to say. Oh, well, that Scorpion just killed itself. Coming up the construction site. I think it's gonna be close, but TJ should be able to still get sub 130. I think it's still possible. He's gonna have to save a little bit of time in the next couple splits though. But I think it's still possible. Grabs the guard zoomer. Start shooting, fade away with it. Oh. All right. TJ is also coming up to the end of the game now. There's a little hover you can do here.
Alright, and back I am.
Welcome back. Yeah, it's gonna be close. He can like maybe barely get sub 130. It's gonna be very close if he does. Takes the line up a bit wide. I don't see any. Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say I didn't see any thunder, and that was weird, but I guess it was just a bit late. So that's a big reason this area is kind of annoying. The thunder makes it lag.
Oh yeah.
It's very easy to drop. Oh, I was gonna say, jeez, I cursed it, but he managed to save that hover somehow. That looked like it should have dropped, but he made that work.
That was definitely a weird one. And that might actually be a sub 130.
Well, we'll see. He pulls away the. Ah, okay, he goes. Right. Now it's just a matter of spamming. Alright, you have like 30 seconds. He's wasting a little bit of ammo because, like, as he's getting down, Core's actually invincible. I think it should be. Yeah, it makes him grab the ammo for a bit earlier than normal. I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Yeah, you gotta learn your iframes. Core actually has a lot of iframes when he does attacks. The game doesn't really tell you in any way. That's it. I think he barely got it. He didn't split. I think he got like a 129.59. Because the timer on the stream is ever so slightly off.
Oh yeah.
But I'll ask TJ to confirm. I think it was
GG.
129.39 at 59. Yeah, GG's to both. I'm happy that GG still finished out the run.
Definitely shoutouts to TJ for actually finishing it.
Hey,
I said,
speaking
yeah.
of, hello there, TJ.
GG's.
It was a mess.
GG.
You know, there's different things where I'll gladly blame on me just being bad at the game.
Was it Jack
Oh,
too?
but there was a good chunk of that where it was just like, okay, this isn't even my fault. This is Jack too.
Yeah.
Happy you still finished the race though.
Gotta agree.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I'll finish things out. You know, that's that's where I'll get to.
Freaking Chad.
Oh man, that was frustrating.
Yeah, I can imagine.
All the deaths in class 2, especially the first one. I fully blame the game on the first death.
What was the first one? I mean, you had like 3 or 4
It was
deaths,
the one where I was going over the gap in like when you get into the underground tunnel area, and I just did not make the jump whatsoever.
Right. Did you get L1 late or early? What do you think it was?
I don't know. That's right. It's just like I jumped it like how I normally would. I think it was just the fact that 2 of the other people blew up next to me.
Yeah, I think that's really the big thing with Jack 2, with being such a rough game to race, is that there's so many like little small things that you just kind of have to see once or twice before you know that, oh, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, the one death in class 2 where like you hit the ceiling.
Yeah, that's where
one.
it's like that was one where it's just like, okay, like that was easily my fault. Like,
Yeah, like it's rough, but unless you know that, you can't really boost that because that sometimes happens.
yeah,
You're gonna like stuff
I
on the ground.
boosted there in the past with no problem.
Exactly, like
So it's
80% of the time, that's fine, but like every now and then, you just hit the ceiling and you're screwed.
Yeah,
But you can't really know that unless it's happened to you. And there's a lot of things like that in Jack 2, especially the early game. And all of them lose you like 3 minutes, right?
yeah.
Because honestly,
And
like besides like Mars Tomb and Jack and Class 2 race, other than those 2, like this would have probably been like what, a 110, 115, somewhere around there, right?
Probably.
Most of the time loss was easily there.
I mean, that's where. Oh, after failing the arrow race the first time, that sucked.
Yeah, I mean that also cost you like 2 minutes.
Which that's where I'll also fully blame the game there. I hit 5 solids in that race, 3 of them within 30 seconds of each other. I will fully blame the game on that one.
I think in the meantime, we should start getting ready for the next one. I'm not sure if the other races are already ready.
They are just getting ready at the moment. I'm going to switch over to my super professional ending card briefly.
Alright.
So yeah, hopefully literally in the next 5 minutes I just need to do a load of editing of the stream. So yeah,
Alright.
there's nothing else to say. I'm going to get started. Also stream's going to lag like a load because I'm going to download a load of stuff.
Alright.
Yay.
Alright, see you guys in a couple of minutes.
Alright, see you.
Peace.